Yo, we're rolling back again with the Overlooked and Underrated podcast. Right now with me, I have SWK, a Bulls fan, and we're going to talk about the Chicago Bulls and what their ceiling is. So, we all know that the Chicago Bulls picked up DeMar DeRozan and Lonzo Ball to pair up with Zach LaVine. So, Khalil, SWK, avid Bulls fan, please tell me, what do you think the Bulls' ceiling is this season?
You want the ceiling as a Bulls fan or like as a realistic basketball fan?
First Bulls fan.
All right, we're gonna win the championship. I don't know what. I don't know what the question is. I mean, you see the Nets stacking up. They had to go get Patty Mills, all of that to stop.
Patty Mills.
They had all of that to stop Lonzo. So I mean, I'm a big Lonzo fan personally. So I was really excited. But as like an actual basketball fan for this season, ceiling maybe 3 seed. I don't see us making it out the East.
You said realistically?
Yeah. But like that's like if we get it right from the jump and the fit is perfect. But it's probably gonna end up being probably like a 5-6 seed.
Okay. That's real. Because this was what I thought. I felt like that the Bulls will be a 6 seed max. That is their ceiling. Okay. I see them being a 6 seed. Being like at the back end and making the playoffs like 7.
So wait, do you have us in the play-in?
But best 6 seed. Yeah, I think y'all could be like 7th, 8th seed, but best 6 seed. I heard someone say that y'all gonna be a second round exit. And I'm like, no, because if you're in the back end of the playoffs, you're going to be playing against the best teams in the East, like the Nets, the Sixers,
we're gonna be
the Bucks.
A 4 or 5 seed, best case scenario 3. And the only reason I'm saying I don't know who is better than us. Definitively the Nets. We know the Nets are better, especially if they're healthy, and probably the Bucks, unless they just have some type of drop off.
Okay.
But outside of the Nets and the Bucks, the East itself, just in general as a conference, is really up for grabs.
Okay, so break down your roster real quick. Like, what do you like? What do you don't like so far?
What I love is Lonzo. Like I said, I'm a huge Lonzo fan.
Yeah, because I remember you told me you wanted Lonzo. Why did y'all want Lonzo?
So we wanted Lonzo because he was like the exact fit we needed. We needed a guard defender who could also facilitate. And with him being, he's a pretty decent defender as well as being able to facilitate. And he's a pretty good 3-point shooter. He shot, I think like 38% from 3 past 2 years on 7 attempts a game.
7 attempts? Why is he shooting so much?
First of all, Stan Van Gundy turned my boy Zoe into a spot-up shooter. I don't know why, but they turned him into a spot-up shooter. But I mean, it's a blessing in disguise. One man trash, another team savior. So
wow, another team savior.
So the downfall I will say about Zoe, as good as a playmaker as he is, he doesn't really attack the paint, so he's not as good in a half-court offense. But that's where DeMar DeRozan comes in, coming off a season averaging, I think, like 6.5 assists a game. I mean, the 20 points a game is cool. I mean, we got scorers though, but that 20 points is cool. But he can definitely be used more in the half-court game, because then you don't got to worry about Zoe having to attack the paint or do anything out of the ordinary that DeMar DeRozan does. And with Zoe being such a good catch and shoot guy, it just fits perfectly.
So, quick question: with Zach LaVine being the star, right? He just made the All-Star team, and with DeMar DeRozan being a star, who is the best player of the Chicago Bulls?
Oh, it's Zach LaVine. DeMar is like on the I'm not gonna lie, and I mean, he may not admit it, but like DeMar is like on the second. He's like the dark side of the moon when it comes to his prime.
I felt like that the best player is Zach LaVine. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Not DeMar. And when I seen DeMar in the playoffs, especially when he played LeBron Cavs, he would end up small, start playing like butt all of a sudden. It's like, yo, what happened? You know what I'm saying? So I think by him playing with someone like Zach LaVine, he doesn't have to be the first. He didn't seem like a legit first option on the championship contending team when he was on the Raptors.
Right.
But him being a second option now, it relieves some of the pressure with Zach LaVine. I could see him being a good second option. Because Zach could drop 30. He was averaging like 28, 29 this season.
And actually, a big reason that I'm glad that we're relevant again is that Zach LaVine has been like, okay, he's not getting hate, but he's not getting like what he deserves. Cause like when you sit, no one watches Bulls games.
Hey look, he's overlooked and underrated.
Yes,
yes,
overlooked
sir.
and underrated.
Yes,
man.
sir.
We got to get my boy Zach LaVine on the podcast, but like since one we're losing, two no one watches our games. All they see is
the
here,
Bulls.
every so often we're losing, but Zach LaVine dropping 40. But if you watch Zach LaVine do it, he's killing them like easily top 5. I'm not gonna say easily. The fifth spot is right between him and Bradley Beal. Some people, I got him over Bill. Got Bill at 6. Some people got Bill 5. Zach at 6. But like he's that good when it comes to scoring, and I think him being that good and
he got a strap.
Oh yeah.
If you watch Zach LaVine highlights, bro, everybody think it's just gonna be full of dunks and layups. He got a strap. Like didn't he set like a record? He had like 9 threes or 10 threes against Charlotte.
Yeah, he tied. He
had 13 or something like that.
He tied Klay Thompson with the game winner.
Bro, that was tough.
But if it would have went overtime, he definitely would have got. He was hot. I watched that game. That game was amazing.
Yeah, that's tough.
With DeMar,
because what's crazy is that most people that's athletic like that don't got a strap because they too springy.
Yeah, they don't need to because they know if they get like look at Russ. But Russ doesn't need. I mean,
it's not just that, but like they're too springy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at Russ, he jumps too high. You feel what I'm saying?
But what I always found interesting was way back. Like in the beginning of his career, like this was 2K15, 16. He was listed as a sharpshooter when he was winning the dunk contest. So I always like think back on that, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Because I used to play with the Timberwolves too. Because I've always liked Zach LaVine because like I like just athletic guards. But it was cool because like he had knocked down a corner 3 all the time, and I was like, oh, okay, he can shoot. But now that he's on my team and I'm paying attention, I'm like, wow, he's really a bucket.
Hey, real quick, we gotta get to the next topic, but I wanted to talk about the Lakers, right? Acquiring Russell Westbrook. I just want to ask everybody the question: are they a super team? I say yes. No. What is the definition of a super team?
What's your definition of a super team?
Okay, so when I was thinking about this episode, I had a long, drawn-out definition of a super team, and I was like, bro, that's a long-ass answer. So then I was like, you know what? It's basically like this. When you have at least 3 guys that can get you a game, they're the reason you won the game. Not those role players that drop 20 like every 8 games and they're just a reason you won the game, or they made some big shots, or they got some big rebounds for you and they're a reason. No. I'm talking about those guys that are the reason. Like when AI dropped 48 in game 1 against the Lakers in 2000.
All right, so I have a question.
He got you 1. Jason Tatum against the Nets.
Jason Tatum.
He got you 1. You feel what I'm saying? That's a super team. So like when you look at the Nets, James Harden can get you 1. KD could get you 1. Kyrie could get you 1. Same thing with the Lakers. Russell Westbrook could get you 1.
So are we a super team?
Huh?
Are we a super team?
No, Alonzo can't get you 1.
Zach LaVine can get you 1.
Okay.
DeMar can get you 1.
Okay.
Nikolai Vucevic can get you 1 if he had to. He did it for the Magic for 9 years.
Okay.
As an All-Star, but
I also think you got to look at the context.
Oh yeah, no, it was
because a lot of people don't look at the context of the stuff. Like a team can look like a super team on paper, but like the Rockets, I think in '99 when they had Pippen, Barkley, and Hakeem, that's a super team. But they were old. They're like late 30s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you also got to look at the context of the situation. DeMar DeRozan.
That. I'm glad you brought up that '99 Houston team. So I'm curious because you were talking about their age. With that being a factor, how much? Well, they do have a top 3 player all time, so it kind of does sway it a little bit. Yeah. But how much of the age affects your answer of them being a super team?
Well, the thing is, 2 of their best players are still kind of in their prime. Like AD still in his prime. Russell Westbrook is still in his prime. Hey, Russell Westbrook is like 31, 32 years old.
I don't know.
He's not that old.
Russ is not gonna get out of his prime. His body just gonna break.
He's not gonna get out of his prime.
His body just gonna break, and then he's not gonna retire.
But the only thing about age, I don't really think age is that much of a problem. The only problem with age is that they could get injured quite easily. Yeah. That's the only problem with age.
That's one thing I thought about, like a big downfall that would be for them, especially deeper into the season and going to the playoffs, is going to be rotation. Because like in the regular season, you can go 10, 12 deep if you really, really need to get some of your older guys rest. You can't do that in the playoffs. You go 10. Well, the Hawks did it, but the Hawks was just really deep.
Yeah.
And the Suns were deep. But any other team,
that's why the Sixers were having a hard time. You kept putting their regular people in. Yeah. Well, not regular people. They're in the NBA. But you get what I'm saying?
They were, because the Hawks, they were putting in
Solomon Hill, bro. Why is Solomon Hill in the game, right?
Exactly. 9-10 guy in a rotation. So the Sixers like, all right, bet, let me get my good guys out and get. But they 9-10 guys can't hoop with the Hawks or the Suns. We saw with everyone else. The Suns' second team was killing a lot of first teams out there. Like, they was killing the Nuggets' first team.
And real quick, we gotta get to the next topic. Kyle Lowry on the Miami Heat. I like it because he really does fit in with the culture so much. Like Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo. Like,
thick and it's
shut up. No, but those guys in Miami, they're some dogs.
All right, we were talking about Miami. I have a question.
What's up?
How do you feel about Duncan Robinson's extension? 5 year, $90 million. You think Duncan Robinson is worth 5 years, $90 million?
I mean, he does. He's a tough shooter. Like, he's one of the best in the league. You count on him more than Joe Harris. Because he was knocking out shots in the playoffs. Joe Harris turned into Ben Simmons. Too. You said what?
Joe Harris' contract is ridiculous, too. I think he's on a $100 million contract.
And speaking of Ben Simmons, I think...
his situation is bad, but the 76ers, in my opinion, are making it so much worse by asking for so much. But
the thing is, though, so what they need to do, his stock dropped. What they need to do is wait for the season to start.
Yeah. Have
him try to increase his stock back up. You know what I'm saying? So people be like, okay, maybe he's not as so bad from... Because, like, what happened in the playoffs... That leaves a bad taste in people's mouth. Why would I give you all of my picks?
And I can't play them in clutch situations.
Exactly.
I think. Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely.
They should have. The Philly should have kept Jimmy Butler. I couldn't understand for the life of me why they gave up Jimmy Butler. Like,
all they got was Tobias Harris back. Which, I mean, Tobias Harris is a good player, but you could have got so much more for Jimmy if you were just that open to letting him go. Mm-hmm. But I think if I was in the 76ers head front office, I would definitely still, shop him around, but I wouldn't be so open and vocal about it. That's something that you could do.
That's what they're trying to do. They're definitely including him in trade talks, but if they're not getting the trade package they want, they're not trading him. But let me ask you a quick question though. With the super team era, right? Things are definitely different than it used to be. Back then, it was just a matter of like a tough guy and a second tough guy.
Yeah.
Just a matter of who's the best duo and has the best supporting cast. You know what I'm saying? Now it's
I think the lines are starting to get more and more blurry as like the game progresses.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, like, do you think the league should have more super teams? Have like 6 super teams, that way we were not like, oh, it's not fair. It's one super team and a bunch of other normal teams.
Yeah, that, especially as a basketball fan, yes, I would love that. I would love to have just a whole bunch of evenly stacked teams, because that's great basketball watching it.
But then that takes away some.
Exactly, I'm saying that's gonna take away from like the Warriors. Their little.
Like, let's say you got prime Carmelo, prime Kawhi, and a prime Curry. You know what I'm saying? Dude, now we can't watch Kawhi and Carmelo go at each other. You know what I'm saying? Who don't want to see that?
Yeah, but I think you look at it like how that 5 year was like 5-6 years that the Warriors they were just running everything.
Yeah.
So we look at that like if it wasn't for LeBron, it would literally just be the Warriors having a monopoly on the league, which is, I mean, it was cool to watch, but like as like basketball fans, we're like, okay, it's kind of annoying. But for the league in general, they got so much money from it because it's just casual people who just want to see something very, very entertaining. And I think that's something that super teams can bring to the game, is something just being very entertaining for the casual watcher. So I understand why a lot of these bigger market teams are so open to doing super teams. But
speaking of super teams, man, I'm not saying Dame should join a super team, but he gotta get out of Portland, man.
They're not. As much as I commend someone for like staying with the team,
he gotta get out of there. They're on a second round treadmill. They're too good to do anything for real. they're too good to like get any like. Yeah, the Blazers GM, their front office is just doing a bad job. They can't recruit from free agency. They can't do anything with the draft. It's just
they couldn't even get Jason Kidd as the coach.
Yeah, oh my God, it's bad. But yeah. So moving on to the next sports topic. Before we go into music, I just want to go over just the free agent signings. So we already said Miami Heat. Was saying Kyle Lowry to the Miami Heat.
PJ Tucker, he also signed.
PJ Tucker signed with the Heat as well. Yeah.
I think 2 years.
Chris Paul signed an extension with the Suns.
That's ridiculous.
Kawhi Leonard.
I don't care about the money. His contract's too long.
Kawhi Leonard, he re-signed with the Clippers. I was gonna say if he didn't re-sign with the Clippers, I was gonna say that he owes them a championship, and he would be wrong if he left because
they built that team.
He demanded everything, got everything. He's home in LA. He owes them a championship.
I'm not sure if you have this on your list, but you heard about KD.
He didn't sign his extension yet with the Nets.
Yeah, he can't sign until tomorrow, but he's signing his 4-year, $198.
Yeah. Trevor Ariza is with the Lakers as well. That's a pretty good 3-and-D guy. You know what I'm saying? They need shooters.
Hopefully, I don't know. We ain't seen Trevor Ariza play in 5 years. Yeah. But he's been on every single team.
Yeah. But it's not the best because he's like 36. So, but in terms of defense, but it's better. They need the shooting bad.
Yeah, they need anybody.
The Lakers also picked up Carmelo, so that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I like Russ, and I'm not fully against the move, but I do think the Buddy Hield move would have made more sense.
I thought they was gonna get Chris Paul because they need shooting bad. The Lakers also got Dwight Howard once again. Alex Caruso's with the Bulls.
Yes, sir. Some people think we're overpaying him, but I mean, he's a great.
The Lakers got Malik Monk as well. A lot of people think that's a steal. Rudy Gay is with the Utah Jazz.
That is a steal.
Yeah, that because they lost Derek Favors and they need someone to come in after when Rudy go
and they I don't know if you have this, but they signed Hassan Whiteside to back up Rudy Gobert.
On Jazz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I seen that too. That's a pretty good pickup, Hassan Whiteside. Because Hassan Whiteside is still elite. It's just that I don't think he chooses to play. Because I saw his video, it was like he don't play for real anymore ever since he saw his 2K rating.
Yeah.
Because he was averaging like 20 a game. He was getting blocks. He was like, you know what I'm saying?
And the Jazz play style with him on the court doesn't typically have to change because he's not Rudy Gobert, but just the same type of player, just a really big defensive.
But he can move center. Better though.
Yeah, he can because Rudy Gobert got killed
by Terrence Mann.
Yeah, because they was like
by Terrence Mann.
Because Rudy he wouldn't leave the paint. He was like, okay, I'm just gonna shoot.
What's the name? The Sixers signed Andre Drummond.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't really like teams, especially if they have like a really good interior guy. Well, not interior, but a really good big to sign another big who can.
Someone else got to come in though. You know
it's like
when they leave.
Yeah, I'm saying,
most of the time, those superstar bigs, they don't really the only big on the team or whatever.
Yeah, but I think Andre Drummond, since he has no type of outside game, if he's ever on a court with Joel Embiid, that's going to force the same. It's the same, pretty much the same situation with Ben Simmons.
Backup center.
Yeah, he cannot be on the court at the same time.
But
because it's going to be the same thing with Ben Simmons.
What's the name? The Heat also got Markieff Morris, Marcus Brothers' twin brother. Kendrick Nunn is with the Lakers as well. That's a pretty good pickup.
Yeah.
They already said this on Whiteside. LaMarcus Aldridge is seriously considering coming back.
I don't think he should.
Into the league after being diagnosed with I forgot the name of the condition, but it's an irregular heartbeat though.
Yeah, I don't think he should do it.
Oh, the Golden State Warriors traded Eric Pascal for a second-round pick. If I was in the NBA and I got traded just for some picks, I would be heated because I got traded for the future. Not a person. There's no person in the trade.
He got traded to the Grizzlies? Huh? It was to the Grizzlies, right?
No, I don't know. But I just know he got traded. I'll be mad though if I got traded for the future.
Yeah. Now the Warriors are interesting because like they have a whole bunch of young assets who they can easily flip.
They do have a lot of assets. But let's go on to the music segment real quick. So I wanted to tell everybody about the Donda concert. Oh, not concert, listening party. Why do I keep saying it? But it's okay. So it was a well thought out album. You know what I'm saying? Like the first 3 songs I heard, I was like, it was thumping. I'm like, yo, this is hard. I think it was like the second song. I'm like, yo, this is a really good like pre-game song. You know what I'm saying? But Kanye, he's nice, man. Like back in the day, I used to consider him a top 10 all time rapper. Like my last episode, if you didn't watch it, it's called All Time Greats. I was talking about top 10 all time NBA players, top 10 all time rappers, and top 5 GOAT of GOATs. And in that top 5 rappers all time, I didn't have Kanye, but I used to though back in the day because he's a great producer. He can produce music, he can create music, and he's just amazing. If you listen to Graduation and Kids See Ghosts, man, I have a question. Tough. What's up?
So
he's definitely an honorable mention though in the top 10. What's up?
Yeah, like if people want to put him in the top 10, I
agree. It's definitely not like a wrong answer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a lot of top 10s are opinionated, but you know, you kind of have the people, like it's about 15 people that you can put in a top 10.
Yeah,
like,
to be honest, especially with rap.
But you know my question was going to be, I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard that he took a whole pop song, Pop Smoke song, and like he produced it. So I kind of
was a Pop Smoke feature.
So was it a Pop Smoke feature or was it like an actual song? Because I heard it was a Pop Smoke feature and then it was an actual, like he had a song by Pop Smoke, but it was just produced by Kanye.
I don't know about all of that, but I do remember hearing Pop Smoke voice though.
So the reason I was curious because I've never, like when he was blowing up, I never like heard Kanye ever mention anything about Pop Smoke, but he's a businessman. Kanye is a genius, and Pop Smoke sells. Kanye sell, and then he go get this
real
guy.
Real quick about the Donda listening concert. It was a really nice dedication to his mother. But one of the things I found like really cool with his songs is that how he incorporates gospel music in his songs, and it's really cool. But at the end of the listening part, I don't know if you've seen this on social media already, but like he was floating in the air.
He was just hanging.
Yeah, but this is what happened. Though. This is what I saw, dude. So like it's like a bunch of smoke, right? You know what I'm saying? First this is what happened. First was just dark. And I was just like, yo, where is he? Because he's wearing all black. And like there was like a bed in the center, right? So I guess he was just laying in the bed or whatever. Then next thing you know, the lights turn on all of a sudden. And there's a bunch of smoke in the air. And then I'm like, yo, what's going on? Where'd he go? Next thing you know, I see something floating up. I swear this is what came to my mind. I'm thinking to myself that this dude died and his spirit is floating up. Wow. I swear. I was convinced that was his spirit coming up. I was like, what? Did he just die? Because like keep in mind, there's a lot of smoke. So I'm thinking I can. My eyeballs, I feel like I was seeing through his body. It didn't look like a solid figure. It looked kind of distorted.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
It was that good of a show,
bro. What you mean?
Like. So was it like he kind of? I know y'all were listening to it. He wasn't physically singing.
No, he wasn't singing, but like he
had a performance type thing, right? Or like
he didn't perform, but you could tell that he was singing his lyrics when he was like getting up and dancing and stuff and getting high. But he just started floating, and I'm like, yo, is he flying? I was like, no way this dude fly. So I'm looking around for the cables, and I didn't see the cables. He said he was like all the way up or something. I was like, I wonder when he put those on. Because if he did put them on, he did it mad smooth. Because I ain't see anything. He put it on mad smooth.
When it was all black.
Yeah, but when it was all dark. I'm like, yo, bro, what? It was crazy. I was like, yo, I really thought this dude died and his spirit was going up.
I've actually never been to a concert. I gotta get in one.
Neither have I. That was
your first like experience?
Yeah, it wasn't a concert technically, but it's like the closest thing. I'm going to the J. Cole concert though. You know,
which one?
The one in Atlanta, September 27th. He's having a concert on a Monday. Like, come on. J. Cole.
It doesn't really matter. It's gonna be patting out.
My first concert on a Monday, bruh. You gonna do me like that?
At least you don't gotta worry about Friday night traffic in Atlanta.
Yes, but I mean, come on, Cole. You gonna do me like that, bruh?
Yeah, I gotta get to a concert. I wanted to go to like an X concert when he was still alive.
I wish I was with Juice WRLD concert.
Man, what?
Man, I really wish I was. I saw a video on Instagram just after he passed away, and in the caption it said, "Comment if you went to a Juice WRLD concert," or like, "Did you ever go to one?" I'm just looking at the video. I'm like,
man, if only I had a chance to experience that.
Bro, yes, bro, it was so cool. I'm like, bro, why didn't I go to a Juice WRLD concert? Like, I was so heated.
Like, I'm not like I love music, but I'm not like big on concerts. But
I think it's something you should experience because like if your favorite artist passed away, you know what I'm saying, you can't see him no more.
Like
you know
I want to I want to, especially before he gets too old. He almost 30. I think he's like 28. I want to go to a Dirt concert while he's still like actually outperforming. And it's not just
like
him
Kendrick
and his label doing it.
Doing Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar is making me mad. Kendrick, if you listen to this, please stop doing what you're doing and just
do a regular show.
Like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Well, anyway, so the next topic we're gonna get into is I wanted to talk about R&B. You know what I'm saying? We talk about rap all the time, but I want to talk about R&B. So during this week, I was thinking about this episode and this moment right here, and I was just thinking to myself, like, who is the king of R&B right now? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will probably say Jaquez. I always say his name wrong.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it still might be Chris Brown.
You think Chris Brown? Because I was thinking about this. I was like, was Chris Brown ever considered the king of R&B? Because there was a point in time where he was the hottest R&B artist out, but it's like, but hey, real quick though, 2015 was Jeremiah when he came out with Late Nights.
Oh yeah.
That album was different.
He was
that album different.
He was J. Cole. I think he was on a song with.
But I was talking to someone. He said he don't think Jeremiah was ever a king because he was like his best songs would have features.
I don't know. Yeah,
I'm like, hey,
it's a feature. I don't know though because.
But look,
21 is up there. His features are better than most of his like songs by himself.
But look, real quick, in terms of like future king of R&B, I look at either Giveon or Brent Faiyaz.
Yeah.
Because they nice. I listen to them side by side, right? Mm-hmm. I mess with Giveon. He's tough. He's nice. Then I listen to Brent right after. I was like, yo, Brent sound better. You got a better voice.
Like, my thing is like.
But Giveon is a vibe though.
But like, it's backwards for me. So like, just pure singing, I will give it to Giveon. Giveon can sing.
Okay.
But
both of them can sing.
They both can sing. But like, Brent is like, you're a part of it. Like you're listening to it, and you're like, man, it's like we're having this conversation.
And the people that's listening, do you listen to slow and reverb music?
Yeah.
Bro, if you're listening to this and you don't listen to slow and reverb music,
start
listening to slow and reverb. That will change your life.
All you have to do is go on YouTube because
let me give you a list real quick. Let me give you a list real quick. Because these songs sound best slow and reverb. 20 Minutes by Lil Uzi.
Yes, I've heard that.
Love by Kendrick Lamar. What?
No, I'm saying like I'm agreeing like
okay.
Based on what I heard.
Love by Kendrick Lamar. Slow Dancing in the Dark by Joji, slow and reverb. Birthday Sex by Jeremiah, slow and reverb. Like pretty much any. Chicago Freestyle slow. Bro, any Giveon song slow and reverb.
I have heard that. I don't even
like I Want You slow and reverb. It sounds because like the way because like when you slow things down, it makes everything deep anyway. He already got a deep voice. You know what I'm saying? So when you slow it down.
So like
it's so relaxing.
My favorite, I don't know if you would consider him R&B or rap. He's kind of teetering the line, but my favorite in like that group is Black because he can do both.
He can 6 Lack.
His name is Black. He can get on like a rap beat and rap if he need to, but he can also slow it down and sing to you as if you finna propose to somebody. So it's like whoa, and he mixes it up so perfectly. Like East Atlanta Love Letter might just it's 100% in my top 3 albums all time, but maybe top 5 of the
real quick though. To be honest, me personally, I think the best R&B artist out is her. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
The best R&B artist, right? But in terms of like King R&B, like I was saying, I think it's semi-Jaquez. Even though he hasn't came out with an album yet since 19, but he had a few singles. But for the future though, I'm definitely looking at either Giveon or Brent, because like I said, Giveon, he is a vibe. He's so chill. Like you turn on his music, used to his music, bro. You just lay down, close your eyes, bro. Yeah. Like he's so relaxing. But Brent, even though I think Brent's singing is better, but Giveon is more of a vibe.
Yeah, like
I was talking to my lady about this.
You can clean up. You can like Giveon has that type of music where like.
No, you can't do anything. You gotta lay down. You listen. I like Brent. You can clean up. You can clean up your Brent.
Oh, I got a playlist where it's mixed up. So
I was talking to my lady about this, and she said.
What she said, Jamal?
She likes Brent more than Giveon. She said it sounded like Giveon singing with a bubble in his throat. I was like, what? She likes Giveon though. She likes
I get what she's saying,
though.
But that's funny.
But that was funny. I was like, wow. But okay. But
he do sound like he just like swallowed something and just finished drinking.
Something wrong with y'all. But hey, Giveon, if you listen to this, bro, You tougher. You a vibe. I mess with your
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chris Brown as the king right now, but Future definitely Brent or Giveon. Either one.
But he's not as hot as he was though, like in the early 10s, you know, in late 2000s.
He also hasn't been dropping as much, but I know for a fact
he's not in his prime. You know what I'm saying?
I know for a fact if Chris Brown wanted to and he dropped the album, it would go crazy and gold at least.
Yeah, I think it was then like 08 to 14. That's probably like his hottest
I'm not gonna
area.
lie.
Maybe 05 to 14. Maybe okay.
I'm gonna go.
You can say that.
I'm gonna go. King. Yeah, 05 maybe 05 to maybe whenever he dropped that like 40 song 2 hour long album. Yeah, that one I think that was like 2017 that's when I was like, all right, he might be dropping off because that's ridiculous because he dropped 40 songs and no one can name any of them.
I mean, it was pretty agreed upon that it was Jaquez.
Yeah.
Jaquez or Jaquez?
I think it's Jaquez. I'm pretty sure it's Jaquez.
I always mess up his name, bro. But listen to his King of R&B album. It was nice. He's like the traditional R&B singer. Like if you go back to the 90s, that's him. You feel what I'm saying?
Like trying to swoon your girl.
Yeah, that's him.
All right. So okay. So maybe it's just like he's the king of like that side of R&B, like the
traditional,
like the baby making music R&B. but and then Chris Brown is like the R&B that you can listen to like really any time type. So okay.
But real quick though, with her and I don't really see anybody else really competing with her. Like she's just nice. She just sings better than everybody else.
I mean, I don't really listen to her. I know she can sing.
Oh, Jhené Aiko. I'm tripping. Jhené Aiko. Chill.
But I don't like listen. I don't really listen to her. So I know she can sing, but I just don't really have too much.
Listen,
of that in my
you heard
playlist.
Best Part?
Yeah.
You know, Focus.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's the only 2 songs I know. Only 2 songs that's on my playlist.
Okay, she got so much Jhené Aiko. Pussy Fairy on the way.
But like, I don't have Jhené Aiko on my playlist either. I just know her music. Which
but Jhené Aiko's a vibe, like.
Oh yeah, she is. I just don't have it on my playlist. I'm not gonna be like, hey yo, turn that off. No. If it's on, keep it on. I just never.
Also, she what's the name? Her did a like a remix to Marvin Gaye's song Inner Blue Cities, Inner City Blues. That's the Inner City Blues. I'm tripping.
It was good.
I didn't listen to it yet. I need to though. It looked nice though.
Was it a remix or was it just a cover?
Matter of fact, I think it was a cover. I think that's what it is. I think it's the same beat, all of that, but like her lyrics and stuff. So I think it's a cover.
Okay, that's cool. I might have to listen to that.
Yeah, definitely for sure. But that's the end of this podcast, guys. So appreciate y'all tuning in to. Oh snap, my bad. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the Overlooked and Underrated podcast. Y'all check out my boy SWK on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Definitely check out my brother Juice's Creations on Instagram where he does videography and photography. I see it. Catch y'all some other time.
SWK is also on TikTok. He didn't mention it.
Oh my bad, yo. My bad. But hey, y'all go live life.